What's with all the podcasts these days? I mean, what, you have a microphone, you plug it in, and suddenly you have a show. I mean, what's the deal?
Damn right. Yeah, well, that's good stuff. That's gold, Jerry. The show Seinfeld. We all know Seinfeld, right? Great freaking show. Still makes me laugh. And Tad was saying, well, do you think it still holds up today, their observational type humor? And for me, the answer is 100% yes. If something's funny, most of the time it stays funny. And it's just, if it's funny, it's funny. A lot of things have changed since that show, but
it just seems like in the 90s, it was funnier just to kind of point out.
Right.
You know, so
what
would he be like now? Like, hey, what's with all the people lying and being complete jerks to each other online? I mean, what's the deal with that?
Right. Yeah. So there are some things that don't hold up. Well, they hold up, but times have changed so much. Like I was watching the movie Slapshot a month or so ago.
Throw this fucking guy in San Quentin. He is a criminal element.
Worst goon in hockey today.
Oh, yeah. Who's going to take his place?
Is the answer Jesus?
Now, it's still funny. It's a funny movie, but it's really inappropriate. Like it's humor that just that wouldn't fly today. You know, they say a lot of stuff that's offensive, and you know, if you're not from that era, you might have a problem enjoying that movie. It'd be pretty risque nowadays, and you know how all these comedians are getting in trouble, like Chappelle. That just didn't happen back in the day. There just wasn't that platform for people to bitch about.
Every time
stuff.
I see this backdrop, I think about Kramer fucking up. That's why I don't want to see no camera phones on my ass tonight.
And nobody's forcing you to watch it.
And I know that happens to Chappelle as well, except nowadays, instead of like, shouting out or heckling or, coming after someone, people are more likely to be like, I am very hurt that you would say that. And it's like, okay, that's fine, but you probably shouldn't be at a Dave Chappelle comedy show.
Right.
If it's going to hurt your feelings like that. And that's like, we all have the choice. And okay, so going full circle with watching Seinfeld, we knew we were going to get nothing from it. That was the premise of the show. That was the promise of the show, right?
Yeah.
It's a show about nothing.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, humor it's an interesting thing, and it's important, man, because laughter is the best medicine, as Reader's Digest has said. And if you're feeling like shit, man, there's nothing like a good laugh to release those endorphins and make you feel better. So it's important. Yeah. And I think a lot of people waste their time bitching about stuff online, and I'm just never. That's kind of why we have a podcast. Right? Yeah, I'm going to go on my podcast. I'm going to bitch about stuff, and you're not going to like everything we say, and too bad. Hey, no offense intended, but lighten up.
I didn't realize that you were laughing, 'cause you did it to me, the way it should be. You took away everything I had, you put the hurt on me. Laughing, 'cause you did it to me, oh, what you doing to me. You took away everything I had, you put the hurt on me.